Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your weekly dose. And I'm going to say that every week now, your weekly dose of Three Men and a Vape Show. And what a show we have got for you today. I have been looking forward to this since last week. As you can see by the title of the show, it is the Tongue Twister Squirrel. And
put your tongue around these nuts.
And you people have come out in force. You've got a chance to win a lovely mod that Mr. B's putting up. You've come out in force with some really, really good messages, but we will get on to them very, very shortly. I just want to say thank you very much for once again everybody joining us in chat. You make this show, and it's so wonderful of you, all of you joining us and supporting us. Harley, how's your week been, you sexy mofo?
Fuck off. Don't be all like, hi, Harley.
Just do us a favour, just take your cap off for a second.
Wait, let me. I want to see what I look like before I do it.
I want to see what I look like.
No, I'm excited. I have my camera on another screen.
So we go from Justin Bieber to Johnny Depp just by putting the cap on.
I need a shave. Look, I'm in that much of a rush tonight.
He's got the Johnny Depp goatee going.
But this is as much facial hair as I get, by the way. My mole has more facial hair than I do.
The mole.
All we need now is some cocaine and you make a perfect Johnny Depp.
Look at you getting all political. Before you know, we're going to be talking about him getting a slap.
Hey.
The wonderful Mr. B, how are you, brother?
Well, you know what they say, a show a week keeps the doctor somewhere. But yeah, no, we're back. We are fantastic. And I am really looking forward to this show. I've been looking through your fantastic comments. And I'm seriously looking forward to Harley reading them out. And the best tongue twister, the one that Harley struggles on the most, will win a Geek Vape mod.
What mod is it?
Oh, it's on my shelf. I should have got it really first. Hang on.
He should have really maybe thought about that at the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, also, don't forget your Rochford project. There is a code at the top. You can go and get 15% off all the way, not on, off, all the way up to 12 o'clock tonight. And also, we will be doing your giveaway for some lovely Rochford projects.
It's an Aegis Max, fully boxed, not opened, brand spanking new, not even reviewed.
It's not like you.
Well, I know it was sent to me as a present, and I just never got round to it. So I thought, well,
I think it's good, and we will get that posted out to you. So yeah, it's been a strange week. I've worked a lot this week. I don't know about you lot, Harley.
I've tried my best not to. Yeah, I'm having a right lazy time of life at the minute. I'm just kind of like, yeah, could work. Yeah, I do need money. I can't be asked, so I'm not going.
You actually posted a review, not a vaping review, but how to build a projector thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I keep meaning to do the intro video for the channel, which kind of announces what the channel does. So instead of like going, hi guys, I've decided I'm doing this, I thought I'll just start doing videos, then I'll do my intro channel and everyone will be able to watch that and get the gist of what the channel is now. But I've rebranded the channel again to Let's Nerd It. And
so it's not Future Fly.
It's not Future Fly anymore.
I couldn't really say that, especially when I'd had a beer. Didn't come out.
You don't want to change it again to Let's Word It.
Yeah, fuck you. You still can't vape, man. I'm quite happy with it. But so Let's Nerd It. And the entire point of the channels now is to. I always said that I'm going to start doing tech reviews, and never got round to it. But then I was like, well, should I do a channel about tech, Photoshop tutorials? There's loads of stuff I want to do, but I ain't got time to do one channel properly, never mind loads. So I thought, well, why don't I just do shit that I want to do? So Let's Nerd it might be how to make stuff, like that one is a teleprompter, and all you need is a picture frame. My next one that I'm waiting for the parts for is I'm making a 3D printed sign and the electronics inside to put in Corey's room. So it'll be a black box, and when his volume gets too high, it turns on red and says, shut up.
Nice.
So it's just that sort of stuff, nerdy little shit.
Yeah,
I reckon you could sell them. You could sell them to a lot of families.
Yeah,
I think there's
going to be,
you know,
like tech review, like you know how people compare microphones and shit. Might be a bit of that. The entire point is I'm not trying to regiment myself. It has to be nerdy stuff, but the minute there's no time schedule, it'll just be when I've got time, I'll make a video. It's going to be that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's stuff that you just want to do. And I think that channels like that are a lot better. Instead of it being just like strictly this one thing, you can do whatever you want to do. And that's the whole point of having your channel. I can just see people in chat talking about Expo tickets. Now, I will talk to my wonderful brother Soliomi. Don't forget to join them tomorrow at 7:30 over on Solom's channel. Nice to see you, Finn. They had a problem. You've got an email, so check your spam. If your tickets have come through, if you press or however it's working, it comes through, and then you have to request the tickets, how much it is, and then you pay for it, blah, blah, blah. I haven't had anything back through. They did say I'd receive an email. Now, normally as press, we pick them up on the day. So they'll have your name down on a sheet of paper and you just pick them up on the day. And I would imagine that would work probably the same. I don't know if anybody else knows any different out there.
No, I don't have a clue.
See, when we went to Vape Jam, they had that ticket thing. It was like a proper, like if you went to a concert, you could just show it on your phone. So I'm so excited. I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
Oh, me and Paul McCartney have been talking daily. I just can't wait. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. It's going to be a really good weekend.
Well, in the different news, I've been screwing up the name of e-juice all week. I got myself some of these. And for a week, I've been pronouncing them sicko. And just before the show, Eddie went, do you not think it's psycho?
It could be sicko.
Yes,
I
it could
be wrong.
Yeah. No, you could be right. I thought it was sicko. I thought, I'm going to vape on some sicko, you fucking sicko.
Stuart Valentine. That's everybody in chat. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, it is that point of the evening. I think we better get this going because there is quite a lot to get through. Ladies and gentlemen, we love everybody who's joining us live, but we've also got people who are joining us on the replay.
Replay.
This one's for all the cool cats on the replay.
The bumper. Holly, the people in the replay.
Do you know the worst thing about this? Last week, I was like, do you know tongue twisters? I'm quite all right with tongue twisters because I read them first. Now, problem is, you might have noticed I haven't started reading them yet. That's because I'm still looking for it because I haven't even managed to load them up yet. So...
Bill, I know you told me that on Sunday, I think it was, but I completely forgot. I just once I name something, that's it. I stick with that name. It's weird.
Right, you lovely bastards.
Here we go, folks.
Bear in mind, I haven't pre-read any of this at all. I have no idea what is in these, apart from what Aidan and Mr. B have said, that there's loads of tongue twisters. So here we go. Pamela Graham. Awesome show as always. Nice to see you three are back together. I couldn't find a squirrel tongue twister, but kept an animal theme for you, Harley. If you must cross a crowded cow crossing, cross the course and cow across the crowd. I was starting again with that one. If you must cross a cow across a crowded cow crossing. Cross the course cow across the crowded cow crossing carefully. I'm sure that's not even an actual sentence.
Well played. Fuck
that shit. Thanks, Pam. Love that. It was great. Do you know the worst thing about Pam's, right? As it snuck up on you, I'm just like reading a comment and naturally thinking, at least Pam didn't do one. And then all of a sudden I'm like, Bill Richards. One watch for Wednesday weekly show on the Minimus. Vaping varmints. This was a second watch, as I thought the test was verbal. You bastard, Bill. Dexterity. For the vaping environment that is Harley, the colour challenging challenger to the nature of things at the overpierced and excessively hyped T-High Havens. Good luck, Harley. Cheers, Bill, you bastard.
I like that one because he's actually fine-tuned his own tongue twister just for Harley. Well played, Bill.
Yeah. And again, I was anxious that something was going to come, and then I got to words like dexterity, and I thought, what does that say? What does that say? Oh my God! It says dexterity, Harley. For fuck's sake. I am not a pheasant plucker. I am a pheasant plucker's mate. I am only plucking pheasants because the pheasant fucking bastard. I am not a pheasant plucker. I am a pheasant plucker's mate. I am only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. I slit sheets. The sheets I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit. One smart fuck's sake, Fletch. One smart fellow, he felt smart. Two smart fellows, they felt smart. Three smart fellows, they all felt smart. I think I'm going to be a right good linguist after this.
You will, yeah. Your loss is in for a right good night.
I'm not.
Oh, sorry, that's cunning linguist.
I'm not the fig plucker, nor the fig plucker's son, but I'll pluck figs till the fig plucker comes.
Well done.
Oh, nice. Well
You
played.
did that one
Stuart.
perfect.
As he gobbled up the cake on his plate, the greedy Mr. B, Vape, said he ate. The greener green grapes are the keener keen apes are to gobble green grape cakes. They're great, said Mr. B, Vape. that like induced a stutter.
It did induce a stutter.
Who was that one by? I missed that one.
Valentine.
Stuart, you fair
Is it
play,
Stuart or
sir.
Stu Valentine?
Just do it.
Stuart. It's the wonderful link getter.
Well played.
Fletch, great show, Mr. B, you legend. Aidan, you legend. Harley, you stud muffin.
There you go.
Although he calls me Hartley for some reason.
JR.
Oh, Mr. B commented. That's nice of him. He never usually does that, the great bastard. A tutor who tooted the flute tried to teach two young tutors to toot. She said, two for the tutor. Is it harder to toot or two tutor toots to toot? I can hear my little daughter going, there's birds now somewhere.
They're all
Fletch
tooting.
again. Fletch off my Christmas card list. When a doctor's a doctor, does the doctor do the doctoring? Doctor, as they doctor being doctored, wants to be doctored, or does the doctor doing the doctoring doctor as he wants to doctor?
Oh, well played on that one.
Well done, mate.
That one just confused me. I don't understand what I've just read. I feel like I've just read the most complex document ever. Mr. B, Vape again. Aren't we the lucky ones? Imagine imaginary. What the fuck does that word even say?
Menagerie.
Menagerie. Imagine imaginary menagerie. Manager managing an imaginary menagerie.
Well played.
I bet his cheeks are
Here's
killing.
one. Darth Vapor. Here's one for you, Harley, bro. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. That's my favourite, Darth. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. That's really hard to say. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. You need a stutter. You need a stutter to slow you down from going to
We put the concentration on wrist.
wrist. Try and say it. Try and say that. I wish to wash my
Irish wristwatch.
See, you stuttered a little bit. You had a little word. I heard it. Rob Stanley.
I wish
Go on.
to wash my Irish wristwatch.
Oh, fuck off, Aidan. Someone went to Brit school, didn't they? Rob Stanley, can you can a canned can into an uncanned can like a canner, can a canned can into an uncanned can?
That one bad,
did
that,
it,
mate. You
you
did
did
really
it.
well there.
You did it, although you did sound like a drunk man at a French show there.
Can.
Should have got him piss Fletch.
Pambriety. Do you know the worst thing is I ain't even got a chat open, so I don't know what everyone's saying about me. Fuzzy Wuzzer was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzer had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzer very fuzzy was he. That's Pambriety not entering to win. And then obviously Pambriety, hashtag replay crew, quote giggle.
She's lovely, Pam, all the way from Australia.
Well played, Pam. Well played. I think for me, Bill Richards, that was my favourite.
Bill Richards,
The
watched
with
the Wednesday weekly show of the Birmingham Vaping Misfits. Varmints, not Misfits. Was the second watch as I thought the test was verbally Dexter. See, I've done it again. Yeah, that one.
So, should we? Is that all of them done now? Is that all of them done on there?
That's all more red. Yeah.
Right. So, how are we going to do it? We're going to have like the top three, and we're going to get them to vote on it, or what we're going to do?
I think the top three. We need Bill Richards, Stuart, and Fletch.
Bill
I
Richards,
think personally.
Stuart, are you happy with that, Harley?
Do you want to pick one, Ali? Since you did the.
Yeah, the Bill Richards were hard. Then we tried Pam's again because Pam's again because
You can't even say a name.
Awesome
Pam's
shows. If you must cross a course, cross a cow across the crowded cow crossing, cross the course, cows across the crowded cow crossing carefully. See, that one's hard.
So what's the top three are we going for here? So we can get a vote on it. So we're going Bill's in.
Bill's in. I think Fletch should be in.
Right.
What do you reckon?
So we got Bill, Fletch,
and Stuart.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Yeah, Bill, Fletch and Stuart. There we go.
Right. So should we do we're all going to have to look for this. X1 for Bill, X2 for Stuart, X3 for Fletch. So the way we're going to run it, we're going to look at you when you put it up. I know there is 76, not only 27 likes on there. Get them likes up. X1 for Bill, X2 for Stuart, X3 for Fletch. This might not work.
Are you not able to put? I'm sure you can put polls up now.
I'm not sure. I've only got Nightbot. I don't do. Right,
you can do it in the chat again.
Three
X3s. Bill, you should have voted for yourself, man.
Yeah. Come on, people, get that voting in. 3.
It's looking like X3 so far. There's 4 votes for X3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes for X3.
2 for X1, 1 for 2. 2 for 2, 3 for 1.
Now it's getting a bit faster now, isn't it? 3's out in the front at the minute.
Are you writing them down? In?
Yeah, I'm just like pressing. I'm not pressing.
He's doing a tally. I can see him doing a tally.
Yeah, just doing that.
The Roman tally. Stuart says X2.
The lovely Lee Armitage. The wonderful Stu Valentine. Faxi 82. Well done, Faxi. Sorry, I'll put them all down.
They're all equally wonderful.
Just Faxi. Is that? Do you think that's the thing with everybody's done what they want to do?
I think we have.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Finn missed the. We've got another one from Shrek X1. Finn says he missed the question, so he randomly guessed. That is pretty much how our democracy works.
We are tied between 1 and 2. That's just our luck. If anybody hasn't voted and you're watching this, stick the vote in. Your next vote makes this show. So it's between
one to come up.
It's between 1 and 3. So if you haven't already voted, vote now between 1 and 3. We can't split the mod in half.
First one makes it.
3.
Paul Atto, it's number 3 who's won it. Fletch, you have won it, brother.
Well played, Fletch. Well played.
Obviously, I've been talking to you today, mate. Just send your address over and we'll get that all sorted out for you, mate. Well done. What I would want to say as well is thank you so much for everybody who took part in it. Also, thank you to Mr. B for putting the prize up. But mostly, Harley, thank you very much, mate, for just taking part in it. You did it all in great jest and it was brilliant, mate. And you did an absolute...
Fantastic, buddy.
Absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Thank you. This is how great the 3 Minute and a Vape show is. You all get involved and it's absolutely fantastic. Big love to you all and thank you very much.
You all get involved. It's great.
It is. Also, if you are watching on the replay, make sure you leave us a little comment down there. Even if you want to stick a couple more tongue twisters in there, if you find any, we will be gladly to read them out. Well, Harley will anyway.
Absolutely. This could be a weekly thing.
It could be. Harley's tongue twisters.
A weekly thing. Yeah, Harley's tongue twisters. Why don't we make that as a real thing?
I think we should. I don't think he'd be very happy like.
I'm not a squirrel plucker. I'm a squirrel plucker's fun.
To be honest with you, I think what Fletch said, we should get him drunk and let him do it one time and all that'd be good. Maybe on the Misfits, get him absolutely plastered and let him try and do it.
That would be hilarious.
If I can drink like I used to, I drink whiskey quite well.
So we'll have to switch it up, maybe give you tequila.
Yeah. You make me happy. I'll tell you what we'll do, ladies and gentlemen. We'll let Harley just have a little bit of a break and we'll go straight to your deals for a change. Mr. B, deals time.
A message from deep within the jungle. I've searched high and low for a lot of the deals. So here from Vape, deals of the week.
That one was sprung on me, but don't worry because, like the virgin walking to the brothel, I am ready. Here we go, folks. We're going to go to the deals. And starting off on our friends.
The virgin, I can't let that go. Like the virgin walking into a brothel, I am ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What are you slightly nervous?
I wouldn't know, but personally, I'd imagine a virgin walking into a brothel would be ready.
I don't know. He might be very nervous. What about if it
depends how old he is. If he's a 40-year-old virgin, I'd assume he'd be fucking ready. Right, folks.
He's full.
This is how words go wrong, isn't it? Because I was actually thinking of a female virgin. Ready?
I'm thinking more of the male going in, but I don't know.
Oh,
Harley,
shit.
You star.
Because he's working, so I'm thinking.
What do you want to be when you grow up? A brothelizer. Right, here we go. Going over to our friends at eSig1. They have dropped the price on the amazing Voopoo Drag 3 177-watt box mod.
Get in one
this
of them.
Is a cracking mod. I can't praise this mod enough. It feels good in the hand. It feels like a quality piece. The screen works really well. And it is a nice looking unit, especially for just under £30. You can eat Sandy Brown or Masala. I like the Masala. I do like that bright black and red sort of combo, like that shoe red. You know,
Did you find it a little bit strange that they're calling it Masala?
Yeah, they probably should have picked a better name, but we're talking about a country that names something the scrotum. So, you know what, his name is not their thing.
You, hasn't it?
It has, but his name is not their thing. China doesn't understand words. But moving on, we're going to keep with eSig1. They have dropped the price on the Yacht Vape Eclipse RTA. They've dropped it from $29.99 to just $22.99. This is a cracking little idea. I believe it was done with Mike Vapes, am I correct?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yep, you've got the matte stainless silver, the gold, or bunny just for you, the rainbow.
It's quite a nice little bit of purple in that as well, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It's surprisingly more purple than any other colour.
Yeah.
I quite like that. That's a nice rainbow colour.
I'm not really into rainbow myself, but that's like a little bit more purpley, a bit more...
Yeah, if you had one of them fancy multicoloured mods, job's a good one. Moving on, we're going to go to the lovely Vapor Insider Damn Vape Mongrel RDA. They've dropped it all the way down to just £15. And that includes a glass cap.
You reviewed that, didn't you?
I did. I thought it was fantastic. There's a couple of little niggly issues with it. Like when you drip into it, it does have a habit of coming through the airflow, but if you squonk, that solves that problem completely. You get it in silver or gunmetal. I think for as far as flavour is concerned, this is one of the best single coil RDAs on the market for flavour. It is fucking unreal the amount of flavour you get from it. But then keeping in with the smoking is bad, vaping is good. If you do know any smokers out there, tell them to get to Vaping 101 to look at the UL Caliburn A2 pod system kit, which they've dropped down to just £11.
That is brilliant, that, isn't it?
£11. £12 for this. It is one of the best, if not the best starter kits on the market right now.
That excited you, that, didn't it?
But I'll tell you what, that is an absolute corking kit to get somebody off the stinkers. You know, if somebody's looking to get somebody off. I don't know. I've not reviewed this. I don't know if anybody out there who's actually got one of these. Do you get 2 pods in there, or is it a replaceable coil?
No, they're enclosed pods. I've actually got one of these.
So do you get 2 in the packet, or is it only one?
No, you get 2.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's one of my biggest bugbears is companies nowadays just sticking 1 pod in the kit. Why are they doing it?
Well, you do get 2, but the main thing about these is the pods are only like 3 for a tenner.
It's not bad.
So the pods are quite cheap, and that's including the coil as well. And all you have to do with this is put your favourite juice in, and away you go. There's no screens, no pissing about. The battery lasts forever on it. And it's just a cracking piece of kit that is exceptionally well made and feels a quality piece of kit. If you know someone who's smoking right now, who's considering vaping, you need to tell them about this deal, because for £11, you're not going to get better. You're just not. So just to recap, this week's deal, you've got the Voopoo Drag 3 at $28.99, the Yacht Vape Eclipse Mic Vape RTA at $22.99. You've got the Vaping Insider Damn Vape Mongrel RDA for £15 with the glass cap. And you've got the amazing Caliburn A2 pod system for just £11. Those, folks, are your deals of the week.
You know why they only come with 1 pod, don't you?
So you buy more?
Obviously, they're trying to cut the price down.
Just listen to the words a little bit. 2 pods, 1 pod. 1 pod's obviously a lot more Chinese, isn't it?
See, here's the thing. Shrex has put the 1 pod doesn't have the interchangeable coils. Well, here's the thing. If it's a starter kit, you don't want interchangeable coils. It's easy just to buy the coil with the pod with the coil in, and away you go.
I thought, yeah, I can see where you're going. But when the first ever came out, they were enclosed and they were filled. When the first
like
came
a
out.
jewel. Yeah,
the only thing that I don't like about that is the fact that you're throwing all that plastic away. If they got it where you can just change the coils, I think it's a lot better. But also, you do.
What is better though than throwing away a tiny bit of plastic or throwing away a whole disposable?
No, I'm not on about that. What I'm on about is a pod kit where you can change the coil.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
I'm not on about disposable.
A Caliburn A2 is in the same. Is aiming towards the same people that would start on something like a disposable.
Yeah, but these devices was out long before the disposable market came about.
Yeah.
What my point is I feel that a system where it's actually got the coil where you can change it is better than throwing all that plastic away. But believe me, it's a lot better than having a disposable and throwing all that plastic and battery away. Totally agree with you. As well as with these enclosed systems, you've got less chance of leaking as well than what you have with the...
No, I know with my dad, who is a 40 Marlboro man a day, he hates interchangeable coils, can't stand them. Because like me, he's got big finicky hands that are made for destroying things and not putting things together. And when you're talking about little piddly MTL coils, which are small, and his eyesight's not brilliant, I don't know if we're getting this right. I'm on about like stock coils. I'm not talking about... Yeah, no, what I'm talking about, he's obviously Shrek saying that he doesn't have an interchangeable coil, which pisses him off. And my argument is that there are certain people out there that it is better to have a non-interchangeable coil where you just change the pod system altogether.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. That's why I've said about the disposable bit as well. But yeah, I was just saying that instead of throwing that entire pod away, I do feel that you're just pushing the coil in there, priming it a little bit. You're obviously saving that plastic. But either way, I think the great devices. But my bugbear is that they're not putting two sets of coils in there or 2 sets of pods. It's because, if somebody's brand new to this and you know what a lot of people are like, they don't read the instructions, they bang it in, the next minute they're taking a vape out of it. And and if they're not learning, and then they'll go and look and think, well, what a load of waste of money that is.
If they're only going to put 1 pod in, they need to put it in big letters on the front of the package. Prime your coil for 5 minutes, or something like put juice in and leave for 5 minutes.
I'll tell you another thing as well. What they're not doing now is they're not putting Type-C charging cables in.
I've noticed that. That is annoying. Or if they do put a Type-C charging cable, it's got like an inch wire.
Finn, we were on the same thing there. Finn put it up at the same time as I said it. Yeah, they're not putting the cable in there. All right, for us lot, Type-C charging cables are going to be in abundance. I've got millions of them. But maybe people who are just starting on vaping, they've probably got one for the phone. Is that making them use the phone charger as well?
This is the entire point, though. If you remember 6 years ago, we all have a different chargers. The Sony Ericsson ones were a pain in the arse. And the entire point of the old micro USBs was to stop waste. The entire point was we're going to make them all the same. Then in a couple of years, we'll stop getting them out. And if people need to replace one, they can replace one. It was an environment issue to stop people doing it and to make it a bit more universally standard as well. But the environment side of it was there. Then they realised that actually, if this is going to be our forever USB, it's a bit shit, they break a bit. So then we went back, before we stopped sending them out, let's change it to USB-C because it's more versatile and works better. And we did that. The only phone company that didn't stick with it was the eco-friendly Apple. They decided they were going to make their own.
Yeah, that's Apple for you, though, isn't it? If they make their own, you've got to buy them from them.
I really do feel that there isn't enough information out there for new vapors. I think there should be a poster campaign. Do not use your phone charger on these devices. I don't think there's enough. Like if they're going into the shop and buying it, I think there should be a big poster, and I think it should actually have. Like they put these warranty cards in and battery safety cards. It should be on there. Do not charge with your phone charger, especially nowadays when you've got batteries on phones that are like 500 odd mAh and fast charge and stuff like that.
I think the biggest problem with that is a lot of people don't realise it is not a good idea to charge from the mains. You need to charge it from a PC or a PlayStation or something like that. So it's what they call trickle charging. And although it'll still charge, bear in mind, the A2 will charge from my PC from empty to full in 20 minutes.
Well, you've also got the Aspire one that they've just done, which the review, it's way late coming out, but the review will be done this weekend. That one as well, that takes 10 minutes to charge. That's absolutely brilliant. I've not had this at all. The Peacemaker XL.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I've not had it at all. So
I don't know if you have, Harley. The Peacemaker XL? No. If anybody in chat's had the Peacemaker XL, please let your opinions be known. Also, if not, come and join us on the UK Vape Show tomorrow, and I'm sure Vic has or Adam has.
Oh, Vic will have.
Yeah, we will be able to give you an answer. How long does the A2 battery last, Mr. B?
I got a full, because it's MTL, obviously I'm a DTL vapor, but because it's MTL, for me, the battery lasted a full day. I started testing it at like 6 o'clock in the morning when I get up, and it lasted me until about 6 o'clock at night, so 12 hours. Here's
one for you. The review came out for this. This is the X-Slim SE. Basic system. I don't like the new V2 pods. The old V1 pods, you can just clip the top off of them. But this has got a 900 mAh battery in it. This is the 1.2 ohm coil in there. So I went to work yesterday with it. Remember, it's constantly at the side of me, constantly picking up, vaping it. Filled it probably twice. So I charged it before I went, which I put it on charge at 1 o'clock. I took it back off at 1:15. It was green. I used it all the way through work. I got back home last night about 11:30. I used it through the night as well, like the odd vape. 4 o'clock, me and Lou got up. We were hungry. We had an ham sandwich, so I had a bit of a vape then. And I didn't go back to sleep until about 10 o'clock. And I've only just charged it again now. So that's near enough 2 days out of it.
Well, this is the thing. Obviously, there's certain things that depends on how often you use it, how long a drag you take from it. All these things factor the battery.
And also what ohm the coil is.
Of course. The Caliburn A2 is a 520 mAh with a 0.9 coil in it. And that lasted me a good 12 hours, but I was interchanging at the same time. Yeah. So I was going back to my main device, because obviously an MTL doesn't give me a strong enough hit. Never has done.
Well, like I said, if with that, because it's got a 900 mAh battery, and you're doing a 1.2 ohm coil, I'm on Nick Salt's as well at 50/50, so you're not using as much juice either. So it lasts. And the great kit's just, especially for work, as I work as a DJ, it's just there. I'm not blowing massive clouds.
There's definitely, like I said, they're good devices. They're fantastic devices. The Caliburn A2 shocked me. I bought it cheap. It was on offer, about £15 when I bought it. And I got it after watching... I saw it come up on a review. I think it might have been Vaping with Vape. And I got it. I didn't watch his review. I just saw it come up in the title. But I got it, and I got it out, and I tested it, and I was shocked by the amount of flavour I got from it. I thought, fucking hell, that's actually pretty decent. And I was astounded by it. See, for me, there's certain things that, in my mind, this is a personal thing, let's say quality. Weight, how it feels, is it metal, is it plastic, all these things. And the Caliburn just ticked every box that said quality.
Again, this is made out of aluminium alloy. This is made out of well made. You know what you're going to get with an Oxford product. It's going to be well made. Mad Hatter, really nice to see you, sweetheart. It'll be okay.
Mad Hatter. If you look at my base, if it's 1.21, what's it going to be firing at? 10, 12, no higher than 15 watts.
Yeah, probably 12, I'd imagine.
900 more. The Freemax Twister, for example, that were 80 watts.
12 watts it's firing at.
Exactly. The Freemax Twister were 80 watt and only had a 2,300 more. So, I mean, that's 6 times more powerful, but only twice as much battery. So, yeah, I mean, it's 9 more for a 12 watt fire is quite a lot, isn't it?
Paul B just said he's setting up his A2 now with bubblegum from Dinner Ladies. Yes, I will be on Friday. I am back on Friday.
Oh, wicked. Another thing I did say when I did do that review, obviously years and years ago, the pod system was the devil. It was everybody's, it's pods. Now, obviously, that's changed. A lot of people have now brought pods into their lives.
I tell you what, this Maxis...
It's the disposable market, which is now it's the disabled devils. It's the disposables now that are the devils. But
do you not feel that the market were forced about it? Because they can't stop bringing tanks out. The odd one, Anakin brought the odd one out, Aspire brought the odd one out. But MTL tanks stopped coming out. So you were forced, if you wanted a new MTL, you pretty much had to go for a pod.
I disagree with that. The reason why I disagree with that, I was saying back in 2019 that the MTL market were coming back into it. Everything was like all the big wattage race and how many clouds you could blow. And I felt in 2019, back end of it, we started getting more mouth-to-lung tanks. And mouth-to-lung has made a massive comeback over the last few years.
Certainly in recent times.
If you look at shops, over the last 12 months, what MTL tanks have come out? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying MTL devices have come out. I'm saying if you look at pods and tanks, there's been a lot more pods released to the market.
Steam Craver brought them out. Aspire's brought them out.
Yeah, but who's quitting smoking wants Steam Craver? Oh, they're huge.
But how's that big?
I feel like you're a bit offended by my comment.
It's a 22mm tank.
All I'm saying, right, is if you look at how many pods have come out for MTL devices and how many tanks have come out for MTL devices or kits in the last 1 year, there's a lot more pods for MTL kits, and the pod kits are smaller than the MTL vaping.
Yeah, I can understand that. I think if you look at though the devices, they're all near enough all exactly the same. There's been quite a lot of stuff that's come out of the MTL market over the last year. It's a little bit different. I think we had, 3 devices last week, didn't we, on your tech?
Speaking of pockets, have you tried this Max's Max yet?
No.
This has replaced my RDAs.
Ooh.
It's that good. For a pocket, I'm like, bloody hell on fire.
Do you know why we're actually talking about this? I think we should have a look at what people are actually vaping on this week, their self. Handshake time.
It's that time, people. It's handshake time.
We're back.
I cocked up. My keyboard weren't responding to me.
Well, to be fair, you didn't get like 10 seconds notice.
Well, see, we work fast. It's like Chinese.
I've got it open, but it's not showing.
I don't know where that came from.
Please note, everybody, this is a health warning. Aidan is not on cocaine. I repeat, not on cocaine.
Not yet. Don't be sending that shit around. Well, send it, but just don't tell anybody.
I'll send me dealer.
This is our friend the Matt Mannion. He's got 3 tanks and no pods. Sorry, I couldn't help that.
Yes, and it's all from Jazz.
With Vupu on the right, we've got what looks like a Vupu, but I think it's a Lost Vape, isn't it? Lost Vape on the left.
Yep.
And then a Wismec in the middle.
You know, that Wismec RN Gen 3 is still one of my favourite mods.
Yeah, it's a really good mod. I think
I don't understand.
I've not come across a mod that feels so good in the hand apart from that one.
I say it every time it's mentioned. I do not understand why they remove a battery pack being magnetic to making it a sliding door. I think that is the worst decision any company's ever made, ever.
Very cheaper, I'd imagine.
They watched the Generation game.
How can it make it cheaper? You don't need an hinge roll. It was just literally a metal panel with 3 magnets in it. I don't understand how that makes it cheaper.
I'd imagine a hinge is cheaper than 3 magnets. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I would imagine so.
For durability, it's a mild difference.
If we're talking, there's going to be pennies difference, but pennies make a difference when you're talking like 250,000 units.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bill Richards.
Bill, you huge saucy devil.
Mine's in shipping. I can't wait for it to turn up either.
Bill's got a new shiner with a G2 with a Blotto Max and my very own usual liquid. Who's the singer, Bill?
I've got the other one coming as well, the single one.
Single one. Craig Welsh, Pulse V2, adequately
See that I knew he'd do something. I knew it. Cicero, I knew he'd do something, brother.
Adequately adorned. Do you know I read it earlier 3 times to make sure I got it right? Pulse V2, adequately adorned by the Vernable Nitrous RDA, sublimely saturated by Mr. Fox.
We thought it were all over.
No, it's not a tongue twister. It's my screen not showing what it says. By Mr. Hyde, Jam Filled, not Jape Filled, Jam Filled Donut by American Alchemist.
You missed the JPEG out.
Do you know Mr. JPEG out? Oh, fuck off. Darth Vapor with little bro vapes.
That's
what I like
a
to
collector's item, that.
I've had that tank. What is it?
It's the GT.
Nautilus.
Yeah, it is.
Nautilus GT, very good tank.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
You know, them mouth to lung tanks that don't come out.
Oh, fuck off. I knew it came out. I reviewed the fucker. Vinley Shaw with a Puma with a UB Pro tank. Puma was about $23 from Fast Check about a year ago.
I reviewed that. That is probably one of the most lightest mods ever. Mods ever. It's just so light. Really good mod. I've still got mine down there. Here's a funny story. Finn's a lovely bloke. He's the lad who works down at the shop on the corner. He's really, really nice. It's nice to see you back, buddy. But me and Paul McCartney were around at an expo. Now, they did the same sort of design on them. But they did one with a graffiti design. And one of them had like 4 blokes smoking a cigarette. On the mod. How you know what I mean? It was in fact, it looked like a spliff. It was one of them long, like a long one. What an idea!
Different.
Fletch, Dovepaw Reaver 200 with an R tank and some Fuglet, Blackcurrant and Cherry Boom.
That sounds nice. Blackberry and cherry sounds quite nice. That.
Harley, you sexy bastard, but not as sexy as Mr. Chubby Cuddles.
Oh. Show the love of Mr. B this week.
Who's this? Does anyone know?
I would think it were Jane.
I'd say it was Jane Dowd since it's up in the top left-hand corner.
Yeah, it's Shy Tots, that.
It is very beautiful.
Do they vibrate? Only joking, Jane. Only joking.
Young Cole, Buell with Lost Vape Quest with Lost Vape Centurion with a Misfits range.
You know, because you asked if it vibrated, I read that thing as the trout.
He's proper right that for that as well. The troll.
The troll. Dragon. Kev Davis, Riley RDTI, I presume, on top of a mix with a Dojo Berry Ice.
Loving the old dragon behind there.
Chimera or whatever it is. Welsh dragon.
Les Waddle.
Yeah, big love to Les. I love Les. He's ace.
This is a little bit like a Where's Wally? Because on the left side, there's like pores and pockets. On the right side, there's loads of vape stuff, which I didn't notice before. Darth Vader batteries.
Tell you what, there's a few more companies doing that double barrel look now, isn't there?
Yeah. Is that... that is a double barrel, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's a proper double barrel.
And he's got the Stingray V2 on there, isn't it?
I believe so.
The aromatizer. Great tank.
Oh, aromatizer.
Very, very nice, smooth airflow.
Yeah. Nigel Brooks. I think that's sexy. It also helps that he's took a really good picture, but that is a sexy...
That is really, really nice, that, isn't it? What's in the sample bottle?
It's either piss or monster.
I do like that mod. That looks really, really nice, that.
Stephen Jones, Pulse V2 with a Dead Rabbit V3, single 5mm coil with my own version of black icy liquid.
Oh, wicked.
Nice.
Isn't it funny how phone cameras, right? You're holding something right up against the camera, and the only thing you can do is go across to the sweet wrappers over the other side of the room. In fact, that looks like it's on a train or a bus.
Yeah.
To be fair, it looks like the camera's gone, fuck your mod, what's under that chair?
Yeah. Somebody's left some sweeties.
Sweetie.
Diabetic camera.
That's what happens when you have three cameras and they're not all in tuned. Two of them are more interested in what's happening elsewhere.
I had a girlfriend like that. She had funny eyes.
And I think that's it.
Funny eyes or funny thighs?
Shall we go straight into tech?
Before you go into the tech, speaking of the double barrel thing, have you all seen the new DNA Think Vape Kratom?
No.
No.
Oh, let's just show you this. Because this is absolutely, I think this is probably one of the best looking double barrel mods
If this has
come out. What? There you go, have a look at that. It's expensive. Think Vape Kratom. DNA double barrel. I think that looks absolutely superb.
Wait there, just 2 seconds. I haven't got you on big screen. Just I'll do that again. There we go.
Oh, there you go. You got me on big screen now, have you? Got me on big screen, have you?
Yep, £109.
Yeah, for a DNA 100C double barrel.
Yeah, that's something different. I'm not too keen on that red light.
Yeah, no, the red one's a bit garish. The gunmetal and the stainless silver's nice. But a DNA version of a double barrel. Is this going to be a new thing? We're going to be seeing a lot more double barrels coming in, or?
It'd be nice to see what's happening there for Expo. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go into the tech, we are going to do your Rochford giveaway while we're doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, you get 2 of the wonderful flavours of Rochford Project. We should know the rules by now. It's only in the UK and Ireland. So if you are in the US or anywhere else, you cannot join in, if that makes sense. Put in a Rochford now, and you're on there. But while you're doing it as well, put in Rochford in there, make sure you stick them thumbs up. I think we've got 80 odd watching. Let's stick them thumbs up, people. Right then, it is now time for Harley's Tech Report. Here, it's Harley's Tech Report. Right then, I'm glad we missed that out so nobody heard what you just said.
August GT. Solid as an August.
Is this put in because you've had one recently?
No, they announced it this week. But I did receive one today, and I have to say, at first, sorry, excuse me, when I received it, I did get, I've got vape back in my throat or something.
You sure?
Oh, yeah, I got right to click off. When I received it, I was quite, for God's sake, another August, what are we doing with it? But I'm actually quite impressed. They've put the button at the bottom, so you can now Oh, for God's sake. But
What, you can now pray?
I'll have a drink, shall I?
She's getting out the tequila.
I'll tell you what, I'll have one for you.
So put the lock button at the bottom to lock it, obviously. Change the functionality so you don't press 3 times. You don't press 3 times to change it. The tank's quite interesting. It's got a little slide of it. Slides for fuck's sake. Slides the airflow. But there's quite the top as well. Shall we go through the slides and I can tell you and show you?
I don't think you can fucking tell anybody anything about where he's going.
Read it yourself.
We're going to need to do fucking Pictionary at this
The
rate.
Argus GT2 comes with a 200 watt max power, 6.5 mil capacity, and IP68 rating. That means it's bomb-proof, lob-proof, and also chuck it at the wall-proof. Rating, tri-proof function, the ingenious volcano crater design. What the fuck? It drains the condensing down to isolate. Fuck off. That's a load of shitty words, isn't it? Room, and it brings you an easy, deep, direct-to-lung vaping by reducing 60% of the airflow loss. The turbo mode brings you a peak experience of boosting vapor, and also the Genie TT 2.0 chip supports users with multiple vaping modes such as Smart, RBA, Turbo and TC. It also lets you mount unicorns from behind, and also the breast milk of virgins will pop out of each hole.
Do you know what I would write?
If your name's Harley, you might struggle reading the text.
Right wish I'd have pre-thought this, because I could have redone that as a tongue twister, couldn't I? Made you read it. This is the volcano airflow thing. I don't quite get what they mean by volcano, because it looks same. Unless the meaning that it's quite conical. See this metal bit where it goes in to the actual coil? Unless they mean that. But on the GIF that's on, it first shows the arrows, and then it shows this bit light up red. So unless it's like a extra pit bit, I don't understand it. From looking at it, it doesn't look any different, but I haven't put a coil in it because, you know me, I like my RTAs and I'm not reviewing it, so I just thought, sod it. 6.5 mil. Oh, shit, this is hard. 6.5 mil bubble, 5 mil or 2 mil TPD. Capacity, more choices. Top filling, it has got do you know the little slits that you have to push through to fill
they're
up?
a nightmare, them.
It's got them, but it has got little holes in it. So the air still comes out of the other side as you're filling it, which I thought was quite ideal.
That's not bad.
But this is what I meant. This is what I meant by the dials. This is not the airflow. The airflow's here, and I think there's one on the other side. And you push this, and it slides and shuts that, which I thought was quite different. But the airflow on it is, like I said, I didn't put a coil in it, so with a coil in it, I don't know how much airflow you get.
That was
done.
That was done on a Digiflavor mouth to lung tank, where the way it works is the holes are the opposite. You know, like the holes opposite way around. So you do it in. Is that how it works?
I'll show you, but it's at shop.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, this plastic bit just pushes across that bit. I thought you could do them individually, but they are all interconnected, which is less good. But there you go. It's got 4 modes: temperature control, RBA so you can control it, smart mode so you can't turn.
How many people are sat there now thinking COVID?
Oh, it's my vape. It happens quite often, especially this week. Only joking. And then it's got turbo. Turbo doesn't actually. I often think turbo doesn't do much, but I can actually notice quite a big difference on this. The turbo really does give that extra oomph in ramp up time.
The other bits that are there, the smart and the RBA and the TC has been there before, hasn't it?
Yeah. Did he 3 amp charging? And this bit's new, and I quite like it because on the Geek Vape shit, you had to have a specific charger because it didn't fit. They did stop doing that on the later Aegis stuff, but the original Aegis Legend, they all were too narrow, so you had to use the original charger, which, as you were saying earlier, could be a good thing.
Big love, Stu.
But this, it pushes back. It's just nice and easy slide back, and it goes in. Whether that's as good for waterproofing or not, I'm not sure. You know, it not been a rubber bung, but there you go. And it's 3 amp. And then, like I say, it's got the lock-in button on bottom, which is quite hard to push, Naiad. Talking about DNA 100Cs, we've got a Geek Vape Z100C DNA kit. Yeah.
It is actually quite nice.
It's got boost mode, 100 watt, compatible with 20 watt 700 or 18650 adapter, 5 watt adapter, boost mode, replay mode, DNA 100cc chip. Very four colours. It looks very samey, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it is quite nice. I've got it here.
There you go. DNA 100C. Yeah, again, free amp charging. And then, last but not least, we have another RTA.
Ooh, that looks
Now,
different.
It's the SXR Elitism, which this picture confuses the art of me because obviously you've got the glass or plastic, whatever it is, and then the metal. But the metal's disappeared when they've disassembled it. So I'm not quite sure.
It might be that obviously that's Altum. They might have a factor where you can have the choice of just having the tank as itself, or you can have it with that other base on it. But if that's all the photographs you've got,
But if you look, that's also got a screw in.
yeah,
So that quite confused me whether it screws into the top of the metal, because obviously it doesn't screw via their O-rings.
and then sits underneath it. It's one of my biggest bugbears about plastic going into metal.
Yeah, it's going to fray the thing into it.
Well, it's got to be plastic then, hasn't it, as well, if it's got threads on it.
Yeah.
Very unlikely it's going to be metal. Let me zoom out a bit more. It comes in a nice little kit, though. Nice little pack. You got screws and your whatnots.
I do quite like that. I know one beautiful lady who won't like that. That's Gaily Bob. She doesn't like anything Altum.
It's 23 mm diameter, stainless steel, PIE tube, 2.5 mil, adjustable airflow, 510 connection. That's about it, really. 6 airflow settings. So it is MTL, 0.9 millimeter times 2, or 1, or 2.1. So it is MTL / RDTL.
Yeah, restricted direct to lung. Nice. Not many of them come out.
That's it. All done. I can stop coughing now.
Mate, I'll tell you what, you struggle more with that than you... sorry, I pressed the wrong button then. You struggle more than that you did with tongue twisters.
I got a bit of e-liquid right at the back of my throat, so whenever you talk, it just
starts
aggravates
again.
it.
It does.
Fuck me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are a little bit late today because we did start a little bit late as well because we thought Ali's camera wasn't working. We're going to roll this giveaway. And it is Mark H. The wonderful Marky H. Lovely bloke as well. Mark, you know me, email address, let me know, mate, and we will get that sorted for you. Obviously, just to remind everybody, this is all just randomly done. In fact, I'll film it.
No, it's not. He picks out his friends.
I do, yeah.
That's all it is. He just picks out his
saying
friends.
stuff like that. There'll be videos done on me and all sorts now.
Who gives a shit?
Exactly. Fuck the flip-flops.
Fucking hell.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, it has come to that point of the evening. We're going to say our goodbyes. Harley, say your goodbyes, bro.
Wonderful. It's been wonderful, everyone. Everyone, it's been wonderful. Chat, you've been great. Thank you, everybody that put Tongue Twister this week. It was great fun. I really enjoyed watching it, I'm sure. Mr. B, thanks for that, by the way, because it were all your fault, so you get blamed. They were just doing as you wanted them to. And they had fun. I hope you all had fun, laughing at my expense. Aiden, you're great. If you're watching on replay, don't forget to bang down. If you're not on us Facebook group, but you're on Facebook, go and join us Facebook group. Strangely, it's called Three Men in a Vape Show.
I don't know why.
Go find it, join it. And then you can put your handshakes in. Blood, it's been great. Thank you.
Mr. B.
Well, folks, first, obviously, congratulations on winning the Geek Vape Mob, which will be in the post to you very shortly. Secondly, if you've enjoyed subjecting our wonderful Harley to tongue twisters, make sure to get in the comment section and put some more in because we'll have fun next week too. You won't be winning anything apart from pride that you've made Harley happy. Thank you for watching. That's all from me, Mr. B. On to El Jefe to close the show.
Big love to everybody for watching us. As you're going out of the door, please make sure you stick them thumbs up. It does really help with the show. I just want to say a big thank you to both of these two lads. Without them, this show would be absolutely nothing. Ollie puts in millions of work.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I'm not here next week.
And we'll sort that, don't worry. Ollie puts in millions of work into the show, and so does Mr. B. And without them, we're absolutely nothing. Also, we are nothing without the chat. You're absolute stars. Thank you for supporting us. Also, the wonderful spanners who keep us nice and safe, and all you lovely people on the replay. Look after yourselves, and make sure you join me tomorrow on the wonderful UK Vape Show. And we will catch you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Big love to you all. You're all a bunch of stars. And good night-er. And keep the love flowing. Good night.
Have we got our auction coming up soon, Aidan?
We you know, when you say keep love flowing, that be like the Virgin going into the brothel. It's a tip, isn't it, really? If you're going into brothel, keep the love flowing. Just be careful how much you spend.
Yeah.